How are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Priscilla and my YouTube channel is called Life Simplified by Grace, and I post twice every week, once on Wednesday during the week and once on the weekend. Please subscribe, like, share and click the notification button below so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And today I'm here to talk about money. So I know that Flavia Tumusime, she's doing a money series on her channel, and I thought I'd just share my own version of money series, like what I think about money. So like when I look back, I honestly don't remember what I did with my first salary. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm super envious of people who are like young men and women who are starting to work in this day and age, like, because there's just so much information on how to handle your money well, which I think we didn't have when we were growing up. I'm not that young, but yeah. Anyway, so as the month comes to an end, we're all getting a paycheck. Some of it's your first paycheck, for others it's not. And so how do you handle money? Like, how do you save much more money than you have, or something like that? So I have a few tips that I'd like to share, tips that I have used and I'm still using. I am a recovering spendthrift, not spendthrift, but more like, how do I say, like, sometimes you're just an impulse buyer, like, you just go to the market and just shop things that you don't need. So I have them on my phone as usual, so I'll be reading. I have 6 tips that I just want to share. So my first tip is, of course, earn more, spend less. That is obvious, like, live within your means. That's something that I have been practicing and I'm trying to practice. I try to live within my means. If I can't afford something, I will not buy it. If something is, if I can't eat out, I will not go. It's things like that. I try to live within my budget. I follow the 50, 20, 30 rule. The 50 is my needs, the 20 is my savings, and the 30 is my wants and stuff. So I live within my means. I'm not always successful, but I try. Then the second is multiple streams of income to earn extra money. When I was back home, I used to work 2 jobs. I used to work at 9 to 5, and I used to also teach. So I had 2 jobs. So it's always important to also have like 2 sources of income if you can. Sometimes it's not possible. Like right now, I really wish I could, but I can't. So it really depends on if you can. I think we all have skills that we can put to use. We all have hobbies that we can monetize. So if you can, probably, you can decorate on the weekend, or you can do makeup on the weekend, or you can, you can do different things. You can have 2 streams of income so that you don't only survive on your 9 to 5 paycheck, because truth be told, it's very difficult. Not many people can survive on their 9 to 5 paycheck. And my third tip is budget. I've not always followed that, truth be told, but budgeting, monthly budgeting, and also budgeting long term always helps, like, so that you know how much you can spend this month and what you're saving towards. So for example, right now, me and a few friends are saving towards a joint venture, so I know that most of my money is going to that. So even when I'm thinking of buying all this and that, I have to make sure that I've put aside that amount of money every month, because if I don't have it at the end of the year, I'm out. So, and then I made a commitment. So budgeting is super, super important. And my 4th tip is use what you have. Like, I remember I used to shop a lot. I have not stopped, but I have improved. Like, I used to shop, like, you go to a shop because there's a sale and you just buy, or you're passing through, like, you're thrifting at a shop. I used to love shopping at like green shops in Kampala, like, second-hand shops, thrifting, you're just walking through and things are cheap, and you just keep amassing so many clothes that you never really wear. And then after some time, you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough clothes, I don't have enough shoes, and yet you're always shopping. So right now what I do is I use what I have. Like, I have clothes that I have had for almost 3-4 years, and I try to buy classics. If you look up, maybe one day I'll do a video on my work wardrobe, but most of my work wardrobe is either white, black. It's really very classic, not so many colors, a few prints here and there, but I try to keep it very, very classic and very basic, so that I don't get tired of the clothes, because if you have like oranges, red, yellow, there's a way they get to you pretty fast. So I try to keep my clothes basic. Yeah. And even my bags, I have countable bags. I think I can count my bags on my fingers. Maybe shoes, I'm not doing too well there, but yeah, but I try to use what I have and not buy as much as I used to. And then my fifth tip is my circle and activities. The good thing, I don't have, where I live, I don't have so many friends, so I don't go out as much as I would if I was home. But I think when I'm home, one of the key things that I will have to look out for is my activities. Like, what do I do? Because I know sometimes every Saturday you're going out for tea, for a movie, for a massage. Because you're bored at home, you call up your friend, come, we go here, you go. And you know, in the long run, you're actually spending more money that you don't have, or money that can do other things. So your activities, the things that you do, your friends. I really love hosting, so personally I'd rather meet at my house. It's much cheaper, it's more convenient, you eat as much as you want, you can even drink, you know, you buy like maybe a bottle of wine. It's much cheaper than going to a bar or to a restaurant and you buy a bottle of wine. It's going to almost cost double the amount that you've bought to your supermarket. So it's just sort of finding different ways to have fun. And then my last tip is to check how I shop. I really try to shop on sale. I try not to just buy things for the sake of buying them. I love online shopping, so I love to browse online. But what I do is I do not save my cards online and like my card information, so that it's, and I don't have my card with me whenever I'm shopping. I like try to browse online. I make sure it's very far away from me. So I sort of have to be inconvenienced for me to get up, get my card, you know, fill in my details. Like it's such a hassle. So that is the way I sort of curb my online shopping. But also I make wish lists. So I have a 2020 wish list. I have all the things that I want to buy, the things I'm lasting after, things I'm craving. Like I just keep writing. And the more you write, the more you realize, oh, actually maybe I don't need it that much. Oh, maybe I'm even, you know, desiring it that much. And after some time, you even forget about it. So before I buy something like really expensive, I try to write on my wish list and think twice and say, do I really need it? Do I not? And I sleep on it so that I do not spend money that I don't have. But also, another way that I try to save money is to open like have two accounts, one for saving, one for use. So immediately my money comes, I split into two halves so that I don't have the money sitting on my account, because there's some, I don't know, but there's a way when you just see it in your account, you're like, oh, okay, I have money, oh, we do this, okay, we do this. But if you split your money into half, you don't, then you realize, oh, you've paid your bills, you've paid your rent, you've done everything that needs to be done. You realize, oops, I don't have the money to just do anything I want to do. So that's how I save my money. Towards the end of the month, I start I know what I'm expecting, and then I also make a budget and I try to live within that budget. Trust me, I'm not always successful, but I must say I have tried and I've greatly improved. So I'm curious, how have you been able to save money? If you're saving, if you want to start, what steps are you putting in place to start? Because it's never too late to start saving. Yeah, just don't eat all your coins, sister or brother. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Come back, subscribe, hit the notification button below, and yeah, ciao.